47 million. That's how many people went up to their bosses last year and said, I am not coming back to work tomorrow.
Hey, listen, I quit.
And I was one of those 47 million too. I, like everyone else, wanted to quit so I can pursue my own dreams. But since being my own boss for the past year, I've learned a lot about what it's really like to work for yourself. And let me tell you, it's not what everyone makes it out to seem. So these are some things that I wish I knew before I quit my job. First, everything is on you. If you start to slack in any way, it'll directly correlate to how much money you make and how your business or whatever you're working on does. See, at a regular job, if you start to slack a bit, you can ask for help. Or if you don't understand something, you can delegate that task to someone else who does. Or if you need help on it, someone will walk you through it step by step. Well, you don't have that luxury when you work for yourself. Everything relies on you. That is exactly why you need to have that drive, that hunger to succeed, because if you don't, I'm gonna be honest, you're gonna fail, because this life isn't for everyone, because everything relies on you. So it can get very easy to become overwhelmed or stressed or slip into a lazy routine of doing no work because no one is holding you accountable. You have no boss to tell you what to do, to guide your hand when you make mistakes. And I'm gonna be honest, this has happened to me plenty of times. Some days I'm just not motivated or in the mood to do some work. But even on those days, you have to tell yourself to get up and show up, because all it takes is one day for you to go down the wrong path. The second thing is you have no routine in your life and you have no clock out time as everyone would at a regular job. Every day is completely different and you never know what's gonna happen that day. Yes, you can make a time block and plan out your day, but when you're the one doing everything, which is always the case when you first start something, things never go according to plan. And the thing is, you can't just turn off your computer at 5 p.m. and go home and not think about it until the next day, because when you start something on your own, you go from a 9 to 5 mindset to a 24-hour mindset where you're always thinking about what you can do to run your business more efficiently, how you can make more money, things that you need to get done. Your mind just never ever stops thinking. And for some people, that's impossible to handle, and I completely agree, because I know when I first started out my business, I was going insane because I had no sense of peace in my life. I was juggling school, work, business, social life. My mind was legit all over the place. I never had a time where I can just sit down and enjoy the moment. And with all that also comes a lot of sacrifices. You're going to have to say no to a lot of people, which can end up breaking relationships too. Honestly, I think this was probably the biggest hurdle that I went through and I still go through during my business career, is all this mental health capacity, how much your mind can end up handling. And finally, the third thing is you're gonna lose that consistent income that you have with the job. Now, at a job, you get paid every 2 weeks the same exact money. You can always rely on that check hitting your account. Even if you're doing not a good job or if you take some days off, you'll always know a check is coming in every 2 weeks. But if you quit, you're giving that up. Shoot, matter of fact, just take the word consistent out of your vocabulary, because nothing is going to be consistent on this journey you're embarking on. For example, like I was talking about your income, it's very fluctual when you leave your job. Some months, for me, I'll end up making double, maybe even triple from what I made the month before. Now, for me, I'm okay with that because I am young and I learned to budget my money in a certain way because I make money like that. But for someone who has a family or fixed expenses, that could be very difficult to deal with. It also becomes very hard for me to make large financial decisions like buying a home or a car, because I don't know how much I'll end up making the next month. I don't have a fixed amount like I would at a job. Now, yes, when you've been doing this for a while like I have, you start to build certain things that generate you passive income, like buying assets where you can rely on money coming in every month, kind of like a job. But that only comes in time after you start making money. Obviously, when you first start, you won't have the luxury of buying into assets or investments to make you more money. All right, let's say after these reasons, you're still leaning towards quitting, then ask yourself these 3 questions. What is my worst case scenario if this doesn't end up working out? Can I still go back and get that job again? Or do I have something that I can do that'll still keep food on my plate? And right now, with the job market being so uncertain, it's a hard thing to know for sure if you'll still have your job back, because there's a lot of job openings right now, but also a lot of companies are going on hiring freezes. You have large companies like Coinbase and Tesla laying off large portions of their workforce to bunker down for what they think is going to be a pretty bad recession. Inflation is at record numbers. The markets are tanking. There's just a lot of uncertainty in the world right now, and who knows how that'll affect the job market in the future. Next, ask yourself, is what you're doing scalable? Meaning, can it grow to substantial numbers? Or is there a limit of how much you can end up making? For example, becoming a stylist or a barber. It's not really scalable because you are the only one that can do that specific skill and you can only work a certain amount of hours per day. You want to try to build something that can grow even without you. So if you're a stylist, maybe selling your own products or selling ebooks that you can give to your clients where they know how to keep their hair healthy. Things that you can continue to sell without trading your time for money. And finally, asking yourself, what is your why? Why do you want to quit? Now, everyone's answer will be subjective and there's no wrong answer, but having a answer is what's important. Because if you're quitting just to quit, please don't do that. But if you're quitting because you feel limited, you feel like you can do more, you can make more, those are valid answers and those are real reasons why you should consider quitting. Also, if you guys don't know, I quit my 6-figure job at a law firm about a year ago. So if you guys want to know my why, I made a full story which you guys can check out by clicking right up here. It's actually a very interesting story because I was only 21 years old at the time, so I was still in college and it was a big decision for me. So if you guys want to know, I'll also put the link down below. But one thing I hope you get away from this video is that quitting your job isn't as glamorous as everyone says. People always talk about how amazing it is to quit your job and what you can do and the opportunities you'll have, but they never talk about the sacrifices and the negatives that come with it. If you truly want my opinion, my thing is, don't quit until you really need to, because I'm a firm believer in working that 5 to 9, the work you put in after coming back from your main job. But for those of you that want to quit, the ones that feel like you could do more with your life, make more money, but you're just working because it pays the bills and it keeps food on your table, trust me, if you continue trying new things, working that 5 to 9 when you come back, trying new side hustles, trying to learn as much as you can, I'm telling you, your time will come and you'll be able to quit. Real quick, I completely forgot to mention, but for those of you looking for ideas or side hustles that you guys could do to make some extra money, I created a whole newsletter where I send out daily unique side hustles for you guys to start. But it's not just ideas I send you. In each email, I go fully in depth on how you guys can start, the estimated startup cost, how much time it'll take you, how much money you can end up making, pretty much everything you need to start in just one email. And did I mention I send it out daily and it's completely free? So if you guys want to be added to this special list, all you have to do is sign up. I'll put a link down below. And remember, you're only one idea away from changing your life forever. Because trust me, take it from me, just a regular college kid who just kept trying different ways to make money because I knew I could do more with my life. And finally, after enough effort and consistency and work, I was finally able to quit and do what I love to do full time. So don't give up. Continue working your 9 to 5 while also keeping your 5 to 9 so you can make more money that way. And I'm telling you, eventually, if you keep putting in enough effort and energy into it, your 5 to 9 will take over your income from your 9 to 5. But that's it for today's video. Hopefully it helped you guys out and put a different perspective in your lens when it comes to quitting your job. As always, if you guys want to buy crypto, I suggest checking out crypto.com. They have all the top cryptos you guys would ever like to buy. So if you guys are interested, I'll also put the link to the down description box below. But I really do hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in next week's video. Peace.